All right, welcome on back. So I did just do a couple of Bloodborne episodes, or maybe just a Bloodborne episode. Really fun, but I don't know. I wanted to get back to this world because I'm having a lot of fun getting this set up, and I'm really liking the idea of the internal village. Like, this is the entryway to the village, and it's basically going to take up the entire inside of this mountain. But we do have that over there, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I mean, because I can flick. I mean, it's in peaceful, so it doesn't matter right now. But I do want to go get some villagers. So let's see. I'm trying to think of the easiest way because it's over that way. But like, if you go down there to the water, that's like a far ways down. But like, I could take them in a boat, or I think just rails. So let's go ahead and keep getting iron. Let's drop off a bunch of this flotsam that I've acquired. And now, like, I just use that as like a marker. Um, Actually, let's go ahead and take this, put this in there. We can replenish this sum and replenish this sum. And then, okay, and we'll go ahead and just leave some wood here for some fuel. So I guess we could do a number of things. Let's go ahead and just drop off a bunch of the stuff that we don't need. I mean, oh, actually, we have a gold block. Let's decorate our... Oh, wait, actually, there we go. There's a gold block part of the entryway. So, yeah, let's go ahead and drop off some stone. Let's make this a whole thing of cobblestone. Okay. Oh, all right. And yes, I have posted the. I mean, I guess we could just keep these here for now. Um, Wait, do we have full stairs all the way down? And also, we've got some iron stuff now. So wait, let's get rid of some more of the flotsam. We just got a bunch of random stuff. We can keep this here. Get rid of that. I mean, now we could do some serious mining compared to the stone tools we were just doing. Although we need to get rid of the stone pickaxes. Ooh, and actually, we have some crops to maintain. So, oh, I love this game. It's so peaceful. Right after playing Bloodborne, where you're just like killing a bunch of monsters and demons and like nightmares and running around doing all that stuff. I don't know, I'm still pretty starstruck that the governor commented on my comment. Like that is just cool. Like, I'm sorry. And I hope to meet a president one day, shake a president's hand. Or even just a fist bump. Like post COVID, like we don't really even need to shake hands. Or just being able to talk to one. Be like, oh. But I mean, I don't know. Like Kamala? Whoo! If I could talk to her, that would be so cool. Although I'd probably tell her, I'd be like, I don't approve of all the convictions of the pot, but you know what? You were just doing your job. So were the Nazis. No, I'm just kidding. You can't ruin your political career just because you disagree with the law. I mean, you can ruin your other career like I did. And no, I'm just kidding. No matter what, even though I did get caught on the business end of the war on drugs, like I still had plenty of opportunities. I still was able to work hard and get good money, good training. Like, it's not as bad as some people think, but at the same time, it's pretty bad. Like, you imagine, and that's one of the things I'm a little critical about Hunter Biden because he did get caught on camera having crack. Like, so it's one of those dangerous drugs. Those are the things that I would not want to see my kids ever use. Like, I mean, weed, not a big deal. Alcohol, I'm a little more worried about that, like, because it could get very wrong very quick and it's available everywhere, than the other ones, crack, meth, heroin, like those are the scary ones that you really don't want to be seeing people using. But people might try it and then, I don't know. It's, But the fact that he was able to get a hotel room and a couple of call girls and like, that's just because he had money. He had a wealthy family. He had a lot of money. Like, I mean, then it's like, oh, then the war on drugs doesn't apply. Like, wait, really? And if you think about it, that's very true because the risk factor of someone that has a hotel room that's using substances is ridiculous because, well, they're never going to get caught. Like, I mean, they might get caught when they go to pick up the stuff and that's it. Or maybe they might get caught if they try to give it to someone. But I mean, and obviously people thought he got caught because he was on camera using an illegal drug, but like, at the same time, poof, nothing. And I don't want bad things to happen to him as long as bad things don't happen to every other person I know. The people that are actually sitting in prison for 5 years because of a quarter-sized amount of crack. Like, what is that nonsense? I mean, I like Biden. I'd vote for him again. I mean, it's a non-issue now, but I voted for him before, you know, happily. Mostly just to keep Trump out, but I mean, Biden did do some great things, like the solar power initiative for natives in Colorado. There was like 150 million to each group. I don't know why they grouped natives with us, but that's fine. I don't care. I mean, like, I like the natives. It's part of American history. Like, native history is American history. Oh, it's actually why I got my son reading Nyanuki. So, Nyanuki is a book about, it's called The Shoshone Girl Who Ran. And it's a book about a Shoshone girl who got kidnapped, I think, by a rival tribe. It's been a long time since I've read it. Um, but yeah, and it's really cool because it like gives an inside look about Native American culture, and it's like the Plains Indians are the ones that would like migrate, with the herds, and they would go gather roots and berries, and a really hard life if you think about it. Like, but they lived off of the land. They didn't really make a bunch of excess. They didn't, destroy the land like we do. They just wandered around having fun, like, well, not having fun. They spend most of their time looking for food and surviving. But I mean, now that we've been able to establish comfort and like being able to get food easily, people are allowed to explore other interests. And, it's just human nature to want to make art and stories and poems and movies and, fun things and just stimulate the mind. And yeah, sorry, I got way off topic there. Oh, now we're on. I still like diorite. I don't know why. Like, it's just really fancy when you polish it, and then you can make like these nice fancy white structures. Not trying to sound racist or anything. I just think they just look really cool, like temples. Like, you imagine like the Greek and Roman temples used to look like that with the marble, and like, and then they'd have to. It basically feels like I'm harvesting marble. I mean, because diorite, I want to say it's like a white rock with flecked black specks, or black flecks, specks, whatever, dots. But this just looks like cobblestone of marble, or like marble that's cracked. So, oh. And then when I was looking back over that brainstorms page, which I don't know what I called it, like the projects page or the projects landing page, something like that, but it's now in the description in most of these videos. It's definitely in the description of, oh, I need to add it to the description of the two taboos because that's kind of like a jumping off point of like, okay, what do we do? Like this is a lot of good information, or some of it maybe not so much. That's up to you, but then where do we go from here? And I think just the clarity and the communication goes a long ways because it de-escalates a lot of situations. Like even last night when I commented on the governor's post and I was like, thank you. This is a really great program. I was talking about preschools, government funded preschool, like free preschool for parents, and like that's huge. Like, because kids are expensive, and then daycare, and not only are they expensive because you have to pay somebody to watch them, they're also expensive because you miss out on that time where you could have been working. So, say you have to take a day off to watch the kids, you're not making money that day unless your salary, and even then, like if you don't have a really good business, like I do, I work for a great company now that like if I needed to take a day off or something, or like actually it doesn't even matter because I can just work from home. All the stuff that I do, I can do from anywhere in the world. I just have to monitor systems and stuff and check the email and and security is a concern, but at the same time I know there's an army of people out there hunting hackers that are trying to keep people safe on the internet. All the alphabet agencies, like my professor that taught me, or I don't know if he's a professor, my teacher, 20-year military intelligence veteran is who I learned cybersecurity from. So I think he knows his stuff. And the main people that he hunts are thieves, child predators, and murderers. Like the top three of like people I don't care if they get in trouble. I mean, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. And I think that's the thing. And it goes back to communication. Like think about how much how many tempers have flared because of politics and unfairly too. Like um and I am doing a little social engineering on the X app. So the real Donald Trump is posting ads again. He's trying to come back to the platform only because Elon's donating what, like $45 million a month or 50 million a month. Like that's insane. So I mean, so of course he's going to come back and he's going to and it's kind of like a quid pro quo, because if Trump comes back to X app, then a bunch of his followers are going to start engaging people on the X app too. And I haven't even checked out Threads or Rumble, or like there's a few other social media platforms that they're very heavy one way or the other politically. Um, I don't like the idea of Threads, because even though I like the comfort of being amongst people that are Democrats and all that, it's not helpful. All it's doing is helping to fan my ego, which doesn't need any fanning. In fact, I need to work on minimizing my ego, because sometimes I get a little too full of myself, and I know that. So I got to kind of dial it back a notch or two and be like, okay, you know what? Humble myself. I am but a person, one person in billions of people trying to live a good life on this world. And my life gets better when I know other people's lives get better. And I think that's just human nature too. Like we all kind of think that way. Like, oh, how great would it be the Superman or the Superwoman, like the hero? Like let's go help people. Oh, also, well, actually, wait. Let's go ahead and what we need to do is we need to carve out a section. I don't want the villagers living way down here in the boonies, but at the same time, I wonder if the illagers will raid underground. So basically what I want to do is, so I have the farm here. So like this level is farm and storage room. And we only need, actually let's try to make it off of the, nah. Because if I make it this way, that's where the illager outpost is. So we'd be getting raided. We're probably already going to get raided quite a bit if I switch it off from peaceful. But let's go ahead and, actually let's go ahead and, so what I want to do, go ahead and pop this off. Put it in here, because this is basically useless now. And then I'll take some iron, some redstone, some paper, papeles. ¿Dónde está la papeles? Uh-oh. I swear I just... Okay, I was going to say I at least have these. So I can make paper. Then I think you can... Yep, you can make a compass here. Oh. Okay. That. Empty locator map. Now, the trick is, if you take this, put that there, and put that there, you get two. Okay, so now, put one back in my hand that doesn't exist. That's weird, like I don't have a hand on the left side. It's kind of creepy. I mean, you can see that I'm holding it. We just got into a 90s hip-hop video. Anyways. Just kidding. Bada bing. So now we have a good map. Oh, and it even points up. That's cool. And we have all this land to explore. And then I also just have like a floating map at all times. Let me put some more sugarcane back. I don't know how I got that. Let's put that there. That and that. That's my resources bin. Ooh. Blocks of iron. I can now make an anvil. Very nice. And eventually I'll be making some things. Okay, so we got that. Paper. And... oh, actually. Let's go ahead and go fill that cobblestone box anyway. So we have a storeroom. What I need to do is I need to dig out an area. Oh, anyways, back to the Trump thing. So I posted... oh, something like... so... let's back up a little bit. Trump's profile had an ad about Kamala Harris being too liberal. dangerously liberal. And part of the video said that, do you think people like the bomb or the bomber on death row should be able to vote? And she's like, I think it needs to be a conversation we need to have. And I agree. Like maybe not death row, but inmates, like people that, and especially depending on the crime too, because in my opinion, the war on drugs needs to end, and we just need to empty out all the prisons of all nonviolent drug offenders because it's just stupid at this point. Oh, there's a bunch of paper and stuff. We'll go ahead and but it is. It's just insanely stupid because it's a nonviolent crime that doesn't affect anyone else but the person using the drug or substance. Maybe their family, but even then, like how bad or what really affects the family negatively? It's when they go to prison or when they get locked up or when they're in jail and you got to go see your kid or your brother or your sister or whatever in jail. And then they have to go through treatment and rehab and rehab's great. Like rehab will actually help mold people into better people anyway. I mean, if anything, I think everybody should take a stint in rehab, even if you have no issues, just so you can see how the other half lives. Like, because then people would decide a little more conservatively, I think is a good word for it, on handing down prison sentences for people. Because if you actually got to talk to people that are going through it, I mean, yeah, I know if they stole, well, they had a moment of weakness. Like, and that's understandable if you're addicted to a highly addictive substance, but really what we're finding out is alcohol is probably one of the worst. Let's see. So one, two, let's give it a, should we have the floors be 2 layered? Yeah, let's do that. And what I can go ahead and do is I can go ahead and like clear out a village place. And then what I intend to do is get a bunch of different types of wood and then build houses, subterranean houses underground, and then the villagers will just have like a little village in the earth, be completely protected from the illagers, and yeah, I think it'll be good. So I posted on there. I was like, I think we do need to talk about that, especially after the GOP. Or how did I say that? In fact, let's see if people love to argue on the X app, myself included. All right, let's see. Hmm. That's something I'm going to try to work on today is fix my phone. I just got to shuffle around what I have, like a lot of the data, because I got a bunch of movies, pictures, and stuff that I need to offload. I have several areas that I store this stuff, but yeah. Huh. No one's commented on it. That's fine. There was already a lot of comments on there. Uh-oh. I have a message. Hmm. Okay, cool. Let's have a little more time before the kiddos get here. Okay. So anyways, um, how do I want to do this? Like, I feel like it should still match with like and then I want to run some stairs down like this, so then they can be like kind of like a fan, an alluvial fan. It's like in a river delta, or just kind of like how it like spreads out, and then that's how you get to the villagers' houses. Okay. All right. So I don't know. Oh wait, I was looking at. Sorry. All right. Oh yeah, nobody commented on it, but you can actually with XApp. What's cool is you can see how many people looked at it. So, hmm, who is this? God-fearing and independent centrist living in a world full of radicals. Second Amendment supporter. Huh. But he's posting pro. All right. There we go. Okay, so now I need to see my replies. Nine people have seen it. Okay, wait, here's what I said though. Let's actually go back. So go here, go to my replies. Maybe not death row people voting, but what about all those voters? Ah, dang it. Can I edit it? This is one thing I don't like about XApp. I can't edit very easily. Like, how hard is it to edit a post? Like, that's one thing I don't like about XApp. It's so hard to edit your post. Like, Facebook makes it easy. If you make a typo, boom, you could just edit it. Like, right there, there's the button to edit it. And then it even says it was edited. Like, XApp, I can only see it every now and then. And it's like, and I pay for XApp. I am a subscriber. I think it's like $9 or $12 a month or something that would have been really concerning before because that's like a whole pack of smokes or, a pack of tobacco chew. Ugh. Not really a six pack anymore. I think that's gotten so expensive. So I'm definitely thankful I don't drink anymore. But like definitely a couple 40s. I think it was like $3 per 40, maybe $4 per 40. So, anyways. All right, so it's still kind of too blocky for my taste. But what's going to happen? In fact, let's go ahead and get a few stairs. Where did I put them? Wait, what? Whatever. We just make stairs. I moved the stairs somewhere. Okay. And basically what's going to happen... Actually, wait. I don't like this. Not one bit. Okay. Because what they do is they trample crops. And actually, as I say that, I forgot I just have this down here. Okay, let's do a little farming. Oh, well, wait. Real quick. This is what I was going to do. So if you do like that... and maybe another like that. Let's see, and then you can wrap sideways. And then you have like an alluvial fan type thing. Let's see, so I need to dig out a little more. And then what happens is when you're running down here, so let's go ahead and take this out. We'll just make floors one high. Doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Because you want them to be able to actually go here. And then it just keeps spreading out into a giant, like, Jules Vernean center, journey to the center of the earth type thing. And this will be the villager's home. Now we'll start small, just have a couple of houses in here, and then work our way up to several little homes, and maybe like a hotel style thing where each people have like just this little like closet basically, but enough room to have a bed, a desk, a dresser, and then you go into the common area to cook and whatever. or just have nice fancy houses out here. I don't know. But I like the idea of the roof still kind of going down too, at least for a little while. That just looks cool. So, but anyways, the reason I did that to Trump's thing is because he really is on a Fox interview, talking with this person. This person was like, you know, that lady that you just pardoned, you realize that your new stance on drugs would have her executed because he wants to execute drug dealers. Now, and I agree that drugs are bad, like a lot of drugs, like they're dangerous. We were just talking about that, but I mean, death? Like, what's more dangerous? Like, it's already more dangerous to be caught with an illegal substance than the actual illegal substance. There's people living long, healthy lives that have used every kind of illegal drug, and and a lot of every kind of illegal drug. Like, look at old rock stars from the '80s, like the Rolling Stones and Nick Jagger or whatever. Like all these people, they've done tons of drugs, and they're fine. They're fine. They're still living into old age because they got money. They have a nice fancy home to use their substances, or they have a nice place to call home, or like they don't have to be out on the streets doing these things or in sketchy situations, or hanging around people that are also in dire straits that need to take shortcuts that might steal from you or hurt you or even kill you. Like all these things, like they're rich and fancy and nice up in their comfortable mansions. Like they probably don't do a lot of drugs nowadays because most drugs are consumed when you're 20s. Once you become in your 30s, you start to slow down and realize, man, maybe I don't want to do all this stuff. So, huh, yeah. Sorry, I just went off on a brain tangent. But, anyways, my point is it makes it dangerous for law enforcement and citizens, other citizens, to have the war on drugs. In fact, there's law enforcement against prohibition, the LEAP program. There's like a lot of law enforcement that speak out against it and like are more in favor of treatment or other options. And same with corrections. Like you send a bunch of people there that just did some drugs, like, and now they're locked up with all these other people and you got nothing to do but sit around and think about how you hate certain people or systems or whatever, and then we let you back out in the community and expect you to be all nice and follow the rules and be as kind as people have treated you. And by that, it's not kind at all. People arrested you, threw you in a jail cell, like, probably violently and all this. And it was a very scary ordeal. And they could care less about your well-being, like, because they just got a job to do, like, so it's ridiculous. And even Biden, I'm sorry, like, because he kept saying, like, nobody should be in jail for simple possession of marijuana. Like, okay, nobody should be in jail for marijuana, period. Like, it's it's a pretty harmless plant, and like, it doesn't matter if you were selling it, growing it, or using it. Like, people use it to have fun. Like, it's better than alcohol, much safer. Anyways. Okay, so now we're getting to, oops. Oh, but anyways, I tagged Tim Allen, his official page in there. I was like, why does he want this guy? Or I talked about the spineless GOP. Let's read that, actually. Do I still have it pulled up? Otherwise, it's going to be a long time. What is this? Almost nobody messages me on Messenger. It's almost always, yep, an ad. Or I follow this group that sends a lot of message. I said, maybe not death row people voting, but what about all those voters Nixon? And see, I said voter. I wanted to say voters. Nixon rounded up with the war on weed. Bunch of spineless cowards, the old GOP. Couldn't win an election without arresting people over a plant. And now you want to execute drug dealers like the official Tim Allen? Shame. like, and it's true because, and I can post the link of the video where Trump admits that his new policy, the lady he pardoned, would be executed. But his response was, oh, well, she wouldn't be doing it if the penalty was more severe. And that's just a load of hogwash. Like, of course, people are still going to make the same mistakes. If you just make a stiffer penalty, they'll just be that much more scared to not get caught. It'll probably raise the price on illegal drugs because it'll be a more dangerous thing. Like, if you want this, I'm going to need a lot more money for it now because I'm risking my life, literally. And they're already risking their life. Like, I mean, with the cartels and everything, like, if you mess up or say you get addicted to your own, supply and then you start using it, you could get whacked. Like, I mean, it's a very real thing. Like, ugh. Not likely, though. Anyways, that's all the time for this one. I think I got some good progress on here, and I might just meditate and just chill and make it more. But basically, I guess I might have started a little further down. It's too late now because I don't like how your head almost hits like there. Like it should almost be here. But anyways, in fact, what I could do is I could have it like move out a little bit. Either way, that doesn't matter. I mean, and I'm still wondering like how the villagers will wander in their new habitat. But I'll grab some villagers, bring them over here once I have a couple of houses, bring them on down here. Worst case, I could block off, like I could put like a wall here, like that, and then just have a gate, and then they can't come up. They'll just be stuck here. Basically like prisoners, but prisoners in a very nice place. Then I'll make like a nice underground habitat and all that. Yeah, so, all right, well, ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one.